everybody. Good afternoon. I hope you had a great day today. This is Sami from the Black Room. We have Cyber Monday going on. It got extended by another day, so you have until midnight if you want to um, uh, participate in any of the offers. Basically, 90% off on all new subscriptions. It's an incredible deal. I'm mentioning it first thing here because some of you might not watch the entire video, and I just wanted you to know that. I noticed we had a lot of new members today in the Black Room, and basically they're getting in for is it 20 bucks, I think, something like this, a ridiculous amount. So check it out. If you're interested, go to t3live.com/cyber. Today's video is going to be about the incredible money bar. I got asked today about what it is in the coaching session that I do every Tuesday for Black Room members, and I thought, wouldn't it be a good idea to do a video and explain it to the general public? So here we go. The money bar is basically a breakout failure bar. It's a shakeout. I mentioned the ACAD as a short today in the room, but ACAD was a secondary offering, so it wasn't a real gap. I didn't want to do it. Also at support, but guess what? It worked. See that? It worked. Now, where's the money bar? Well, here it is. Here it is. Okay, so what's a money bar? A money bar is basically the green reversal bar that the green bar that breaks out above a base in a downtrend only to get slammed and turned into a topping tail bar. Once the stock breaks under it, that gives us the entry and the stop. So 1748 by 1769 should have been the entry and the stop. Why is it so powerful? Because of a couple of things. One is people get trapped. What's a topping tail bar? It is always, what was it before it became a topping tail? It was a green bar. What does that mean? It means people, traders, bought the stock. Okay? And what happened to them? They bought it, and what happened to the stock? It got slammed. And it happened so quickly that the same green bar turned into a topping tail bar. So if we go to the 5-minute chart, I don't know if it's going to show it. It's basically a green bar. We'd have to go to the 2-minute that got reversed quickly. That's why it happens in the same bar. The green bar becomes a topping tail bar, and then the stock breaks under it. So people get trapped. So what it does is it gives us two pieces of information, valuable pieces of information. One is now the buyers showed us their teeth, okay? So it shows us the strength, or rather in this case, the weakness of the buyers. They stepped up and bought the stock, and what happened? It got slammed. It turned into a topping tail bar. That's number one. Number two, the trapped traders, the traders that bought the stock are now, once the stock breaks down, are going to be forced to sell it, which will add fuel to the fire, which will basically will result in more downside pressure on the stock. And the stock was a bearish gap down. Now, in this case, it wasn't perfect because it was a secondary offering. Sometimes secondary offerings don't follow through. But that should add fuel to the fire, which means it's a better short than it would have been than it would have been if we didn't have the breakout failure or the money bar. So it's called the money bar because it shows you where money got basically got trapped, right? So that's the money bar. I did do a trade today, and that was the GSM, I think. Yeah, the GSM, and it had a money bar too. See it? Breakout and the breakout bar. That basically, let's see on the 5-minute. It was also a topping tail on the 5, so you'd have to go to the 2-minute. That pop, here it is. That pop got negated quickly and turned into a topping tail bar. So short under it. I called it in the room. But we ran out of time. It dropped 10 cents on a $2 stock. That's 5%. So this was actually my best trade today. I'll just go ahead and show you quickly. GSM. This wasn't. I didn't do it only once. I did it also with the Black Room members at the open. GSM. So 2,600 bucks out of 32. I mean, that's two-thirds of my P&L. More, right? More, three quarters. So here's the GSM at the open under, I think 250 or 251 by 260 maybe, short as a gap trade. This was done while I was on the mic this morning. Here it is, 251 by 262, short, and then a big drop. And then in the afternoon also another trade on it. I'm not gonna review my, the whole thing here. To tell you the truth, if I just, I basically made most of the money right at the open. This and the Fran. Where's the Fran? I don't see it. Here it is. We're all at the open. The GSM also in the afternoon, but the rest of these were later in the day, and as you can see, they didn't really work out. So I could have been done within the first 30 minutes of the day, and I would have still ended up with about $3,000. Okay, so I showed you a couple of examples of the money bar from today. I think we had one more on the X. Now, the money bar usually forms on bases, so this is not a base, it's just a topping tail, but it's similar to a money bar, and then the stock broke down under it. Here's kind of a pop and then a drop, but then the stock, we ran out of time. Let me show you, I went back and looked at my, I've showed you this pattern before. I call it the bleed, right? Where the stock basically pulls back, pops a little bit, and then bleeds into the rising 20 and then breaks out. It's one of my favorite patterns of all time. I'm not going to talk about the pattern in too much detail here, but I went back and looked at some of the pictures the charts that I snagged a picture of, because this pattern happens to coincide a lot with the money bar. So let me show you. See this? That, my friends, is a money bar. Stock broke out and then just short under. As soon as I see this, and I like the gap and I like the stock short, as soon as I see this breakout, failure basically, the money bar, I'm in it short. As soon as it breaks under the low, short under it, stop above it. Okay? That little blip here is a money bar. It looks very small because of the size of the drop here. Huge drop, $1. This wasn't actually very small. This wasn't very small. That is a money bar. Can I circle it? Let me just show you. That is a money bar. See it? The bigger, the better. But because the bigger, it means, and the higher the volume, but this was pretty good volume here. The higher the volume it forms on, the more trapped traders. The more trapped traders, the more selling once the stock breaks down. The more selling, which means if you're in it, if you're shorting it, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. That is, again, very small. Bigger is better, except again, the thing about bigger is better is your stop will also become bigger. That's a money bar, a tiny money bar. And that is a money bar, except in this case, it happened so far back that I usually call this a shakeout. A money bar, usually when I see a money bar, the stock usually breaks right after. So it doesn't wait around. In this case, it went sideways for another hour or so. Okay? But that's basically a money bar. That is a bit of a money bar. This little blip right here. And right here, that's a money bar. Small, but also this is a very small chart. So the bar is really not small at all. Here it is. That's not a small bar. It's actually above average size for this stock, except for the last bar here. It's basically one of the biggest bars. Okay, so another tiny little money bar right here, or top and tail bar on a base. So what it is again is you have a base and you have a stock that breaks out. Here it is. That should be a money bar on the next larger time frame. In this case, it was just a big green bar and a big red bar. So I call that the bake and shake, right? Bake and shake, or breakout failure. It serves exactly the same purpose. Question for you. Is it better to get a green bar that gets negated by a red bar and then the stock breaks down after that? Is it better to get two bars or just one topping tail bar? Think about it for a second. Is it better to get two bars like so, like you see on the chart, or One bar, one breakout bar that turns into a topping tail bar. Think about it. Think about it. And type in maybe the comment. Type in the answer. Type in your answer in the comment section, and I'll take a look and respond. Okay? How about we do that? Another breakout failure. Basically, on the next larger time frame, that should be a money bar. Basically, that should be a topping tail bar. So I hope you got a sense of what a money bar is or what it does. I'm running out of battery on my headset, so I'm gonna end the video right now, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a nice evening.